Okay, welcome everyone. I'll see if some more people come in. First of all, let me apologize. My name is Sarita Price, and I am the facilitator of this webinar on career coaching, something that I'm offering especially for those that were displaced because of what's been going on. So first, let me apologize. I had so many technical difficulties. So I had to actually delete the event, recreate the event. Um, so again, I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So if someone see this, you can jump in as well. I'm also recording this as well, um, so that you can see the event at a later time. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And it is my hope that you actually receive a lot from this. Um, and my main goal, as I stated, of course, is to help you, right? For those who, need some, and then for those who you may have a job, this webinar is for you as well, as far as coaching. So welcome to this webinar. So let me just first tell you a little bit about me and the company, my company, FSP Enterprises. And this organization, my company, business is really committed to using soft skills, practice, and methods for developing leaders and building high-performing teams. That's the main goal. Um, I do it on a corporate level, but no, now more than ever, I'm actually more on a one-on-one individual level. But the reason is my business is unique. So what really sets us apart is that I take a holistic approach. I focus on what I call helping your being, as well as your business. And I always use my tagline, we're skilling you softly to live and lead with confidence and boldness. So career coaching is just one of the many things, or the many services that's offered. Okay. So what is the purpose of the session is to convey the urgency of soft skills development and why soft skills really matter for career and for personal development. That's the main focus. And the objective, what we're going to look at, the objective is, we're going to define soft skills. I'm going to help you understand the importance of soft skills, as well as understand how soft skills has a hard impact on business now more than ever. Understand why soft skills are now necessary for career advancement as well. Okay, so next step. So what exactly are soft skills? I mean, now you hear soft skills more than ever because I guess of the environment that we're in. The workforce has truly changed really a great deal since, the pandemic. So really soft skills refer to a set of personal attributes, behaviors, as well as social attitudes that really enable individuals to interact effectively with others in the workplace. So for a social environment. So this is what soft skills are really about, critical, really, and at this state in time. These are just some of the soft skills that are listed. There are more than this: creativity, innovation, change management, as I go down the list, effective communication, problem solving, teamwork capabilities, relationship building or networking, and of course, emotional intelligence. These are the ones that I'm really going to be focusing in on today to help you in your career advancement process. So why should soft skills matter? So this is very important. This is some research actually was conducted through the Harvard University Business Review. So what the research has actually shown is that people who have with adequately developed soft skills, they increase their value, not only just the business value, you increase your value as an individual, as a person. Research also shows that 57% of leaders say that soft skills are more important than hard skills. Research also shows that 75% of long-term job success depends upon soft skills mastery, and only 25% on the technical side as well. Let me make sure that I don't have, I'm gonna stop for a minute, make sure I don't have it, make sure nobody actually has come in. Okay. It also shows, the research reported that people who are trained in soft skills are 12% more productive than those who are not as well. Advantage in, there's an advantage in production through seamlessly, it may be small, but it marks for a 56% return on investments in soft skill training. So, according to this data, according to my experience and many years of dealing with soft skills, I can actually confirm that this information is definitely correct. So let's look at soft skill training impact on executing your mission, vision, and values. So soft skills, you boost employee morale and employee engagement. That's one of the first things. It really nurtures your employees to become high performers, which increase productivity. Many people don't realize when you have employees that are not in a high turnover rate, that impacts your bottom line. So, it increase retention, and help you retain your employees. And as an employee, it'll help you definitely as well. You educate your employees on operational processes and how each employee plays a major role in the success of an organization. So that's very important, because one thing I have learned over these years, employees want to be heard, they want to be valued, they want to contribute the to the workforce, to the company, the productivity of the company, the success of the company. So everybody just don't go to work to get a paycheck, because my philosophy is on that. If I have to be somewhere 8 hours, you spend more time at work than you do with your family. Why not be in an environment that is a very conducive of environment, that you want to be there, that you actually contributing to the organization's success? So that, that's another reason it's important. You identify untapped talent in soft skill training. You identify and build stronger leaders, which is very, very important, for a fact that leaders who have soft skills, to that level of, they make better leaders. Their employees want to follow them as a leader. They build loyalty, they build trust. When you're talking about leadership and soft skill development, you create a true learning environment. You empower individuals in collaborative learning, encourage learners to take ownership of their development, as well as you promote professional development. When you're talking about, the impact on soft skills on the mission, vision, and values of an organization. So these are all crucial. All right, let's keep it moving. So this one thing, soft skills is really your secret weapon for your business success, for your career development, because your ability to work and better connect with, your customers or the employees, improve customer satisfaction, it has a competitive edge and revenue growth. Now, even though this may be for an organization, on my next slide, I'm going to tell you how this impact your career advancement. As a matter of fact, it is necessary. So it puts you at a competitive edge in the job market as well. Revenue growth, it'll help you as far as negotiate that salary in a higher paying position as well. So let's keep it moving. Let's get to the good part here. So these are 5 soft skills for career advancement, a now necessity that would pay you well. It really will pay you well. Emotional intelligence is one of the top ones. How to effectively communicate, problem solving, teamwork, and relationship building. And I put slash networking. So we're kind of going to go through each one of these briefly. I don't want this to be really long because I got some good things at the end here. Okay, so soft skills, as I defined soft skills early, they are a timeless asset that every professional have to have. You need this in order to develop and grow your career. It's a necessity now more than ever. Also, too, soft skills are now required for new work models. So, ever since the pandemic, we have a lot of uh, hybrid remote employees. We got AI adoption as well. AI technology is in everything. We can't get away with that. As a matter of fact, I was on a webinar not too far long ago that's talking about AI is in everything. So it's kind of like one of those, you can either kind of learn it or you'll get left behind. But soft skills are now required, even with the AI adoption, with the hybrid and remote work models. Soft skills are considered high income skills, serving as a pathway to lucrative career and business prospects. I used to read it, so how is that? So after this slide, I'm going to go through these top 5 soft skills for career advancement. I'm going to briefly show you how you can stand out. Your soft skills practices will help you really stand out above any other candidates. Studies also show that studies also show that without soft skills, your technical skill expertise may go unrecognized, really limiting your opportunities. So, this just shows you how crucial soft skills are in this day and time. All of these, the ones I'm going to go over, are going to help you with your interview skills, and it's going to set you above the rest when help you stand out in your career. Okay. And also research also shows that a lack of these skills, soft skills, could hinder your ability to remain in your current position, making it challenging for you to really advance. And all honesty, without soft skills, some of these, you will become obsolete. Yes, so that's how crucial it is for soft skills now, because employees now are looking at soft skills, if not more than the hard or technical skills. Of course, certain positions, you do have to have those technical skills in order to, get you in the door. But I'm going to go ahead and next decide, but your soft skills, technical skills get you hired, but your soft skills get you promoted. And this is what the first one I'm going to talk about, soft skill, is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is, really an individual, just your ability to identify your feelings, manage your feelings, use the information about yourself and others. Really, it can affect your behavior. So it really helps you to with your social skills within the work environment. So there are actually 5 components of emotional intelligence: the self-awareness, of course, being aware of self-regulation. How do you manage your emotions? How do you regulate them? Being motivated as well. especially as a leader, you definitely need this component of emotional intelligence. Having empathy. This is one of those components of emotional intelligence that really came into play during the pandemic, because to be honest, a lot of these leaders, they didn't know what to do. It was so much as far as emotional and mental instability with the pandemic. Even now with the environment that we in, definitely in the environment we in now, you got to show some empathy, have some compassion for your employees. So, even as a coworker, you need and have these emotional intelligence skills as is soft skill as well. And then your social skills. That's the fifth component of emotional intelligence. So, um, emotional intelligence makes the customer or your employee relationships more positive, which employee relationships is another soft skill. So you want to have that positive, you want to have these skills when you're ready to go um, in a new position or in a new industry, and especially if you're seeking to move up to a leadership role or supervisory role. You definitely need to be an emotion intelligent individual, because it will set you apart from anyone else with those skills. All right, effective communication. You want to strive to communicate your thoughts and information clearly and concisely. So this is one of the soft skills I've noticed that is really very much needed, because one thing with new technology, and I'm go ahead and go to the next slide, sometimes communication can get lost. So communications begins with the active listening. That's the first thing first. You need to learn how to listen effectively. And by doing that, paraphrasing, summarizing, ask questions. For example, so what I heard you say was soft skills are crucial for me in order to advance in my career. If that's what someone would listen for me, if during this presentation, if I said that if they want to effectively, make sure they paraphrase or summarize what I said to let me know, hey, I was listening, and let me know, hey, I effectively communicated, because they actually stated exactly, summarize exactly what I said or paraphrase. Also in communication, another tip, you need to be an empathetic listener. So empathetic listening is to fully understand the emotions and the feelings that the customer or whoever is expressing. You need to make sure that you are listening, whatever the communication type may be, a meeting, or it could be a heated discussion, or this can even work with personal. You need to make sure that you are effectively listening. Okay, pay close attention to what the customers or the person's body language. This is nonverbal. So I don't know if you can really see me. Like, I use my hands a lot when I speak. You can look at a person's facial expression and it can tell it all without them saying a word. So make sure you pay close attention to the individual's their body language. Monitor texting messages nonverbal. So with this, I'm just going to say this. There's times when we are in the age where texting is, I just picked up my phone, someone's texting me while I'm doing this. It is a requirement. I think we text now more than we actually do physically pick up the phone or walk into someone's establishment or office, or whatever. Now, texting is wonderful. I do it a lot, but there comes a time when texting is not the use of communication that you should use. It is not. So if there's something, conflict or something very important, texting sometimes is not that. You need to actually pick up the cell phone and actually call someone and speak to them. And then just depend on what it is, especially if you are at work or what have you, face to face. So even with the cell phone calling, you still can't see the body language. You still can't see facial expressions. Okay. So sometimes it depends. If sometimes texting, sometimes it's not the style of communication that you need depending on what the situation may be. All right. The next soft skill, problem solving. This is a huge one. The process of finding solutions to difficult issues. This is one of these soft skills. I am seeing it, more and more that is lacking. We don't know how to problem solve, and which is connected to critical thinking skills. So these are actually the steps to problem solving. Identifying the problem first and foremost, and then analyzing the problem, describe the problem, look for the root cause of the problem. What is the cause of the problem? Develop alternative solutions, implement the solution, and then measure the results. This is the process of problem solving. It may seem like a lot, but it's necessary. It's for this skill is necessary now, especially in the work environment, because we're going to have problems or situations that may come up. So, this is necessary, a necessary soft skills that you have to help develop solutions. Critical thinking, which is another soft skill I stated earlier, is essential to problem solving. It's a requirement. So, these are just some of this is actually this information, guys, I'm giving you today. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I just want to let you know what soft skills are needed for your career advancement. All right, teamwork. Teamwork employs the practice of collaboration, communicating, collaborating with your team members. Enhance communication to expand the traditional roles. I just talked about communications previously. So, this is where you need to use those effective communication tips I talked about to help you in communicating with your team members. Promotes decision-making as a unit that works toward a common goal. Teamwork, this is absolutely critical. I also teach, I'm an adjunct professor, I also teach as well. And most of the classes we have team assignments, team projects. And I'm telling you, I can just tell I've been teaching ever since 2017. I just noticed 2017 to now, teamwork is becoming it's becoming more and more challenging because the students do not have the necessary soft skills to know how to effectively work together as a team. They don't know how to effectively communicate with each other. They don't really understand conflict management, which is another soft skill. So, this is why it's important. And if I didn't say this in the beginning, this is why you're going to see some of these soft skills, they're going to intertwine with each other. They're going to connect with each other, because sometimes you need one in order to effectively be knowledgeable of another soft skill. So they all are connected. And then you want to reduce workload issues that cause burnout. That is another main reason for teamwork, because if you work together as the team, it takes the load off individuals. I have issues with, in my classroom sometimes with my team assignments. You may have 5 members on the team and 2 are doing the majority of the work. And, which is not fair to them. And I explained to them, they get frustrated. I was like, well, think about this on the job. When you're in a place of employment, you're going to have to work together with people. That's just period. And if you have an assignment or project, now 9 times out of 10, of course, the supervisor will handle the situation. I said, so what you're just going to do, not do the work assignment because the other 3 members did participate? You're going to, so no, you have to, even though it's not fair, you have to do the work. And me as an instructor, I know who's worked in a team and I know who has not worked. So same with work in the work environment. Supervisors know who's done the work and who have not. And most time you have to have the analytics, or you have matrix anyway that's assigned to the team who does what. The assignment is a project, but it may be actually divided among people amongst the team. So it all plays out. I'll just leave it that way. All right. The next soft skill, relationship building or networking. Um, Relationship building is essential for good relationship, essentials for good relationship building. These are some of the things that you definitely need. Honesty is a must when you're talking about building relationships. Communication skills. Remember, I just talked about that. I talked about how soft skills truly and really and truly that connect with each other. You need to make sure you know how to effectively listen. You have verbal communication skills, nonverbal. We talked about that. And then relationship building, the essentials that you need for is trust. You have to learn how to trust your teammates or just trust in general. This can be used for personal relationship as well, but this is critical for building relationships. And then being emotional intelligent. See how these soft skills are intertwining? You know, showing empathy, making sure that you're self-regulated, making sure that you actually um, are self-aware, your social skills, all those different components of emotional intelligence that we went over. And then showing respect. There's always a saying, in order to, receive respect, you have to give respect. Respect people as a human being first and foremost. Because one thing, and I talked briefly in another webinar, one of the things we're facing right now these days and times are issues of people being incivility. That means people don't know how to not be nice to each other. That is an issue that we're actually having in the workforce now, which is really sad. But I mean, but that, respect each other, even though you may not agree with someone, work ethic or the person in general or their religion or what have you, there's always a matter of respect that we should show each other as human beings before anything. Okay. All right. And then networking skills. This is very important, especially if you're trying to transition through a career or you're looking for a job. I cannot stress this enough. And I probably should have a whole entire slide on this, but networking is critical for your advancement. Online networking organizations, as well as in person. Now, since for the last 2 or 3 years, things in person we've been doing more of that. That is my preference, is in-person networking, but you can also network online. LinkedIn is one of those. For example, let's just say you are a counselor or I'm a coach. I'll just use mine for example. I'm a coach. I belong to like probably about 3 or 4 coaching organizations or communities. And that's a networking space as well. I've actually gained clients just from being a part of these different communities. So you have to network. I know actually by nature, I'm an introvert. I mean, probably can't really tell that, but I am. So, you have to come out of your shell and talk to people and build relationships with people. Because I cannot express to you how many from my previous, even from when my daughter, she's been out of high school now, she graduated in 2018. So do the math. But relationships I gained from her in high school, being a part of PTSA or different organizations and learning parents work, they got jobs in different companies. So I kind of started my networking even before I even started my business full time. And that's how I had, the people that I knew was people that I saw all the time, in situations when my daughter was in school or, just in general, going out networking and meeting people. It is critical. And that has been my success of my business and what I do is because I have a soft skill. Networking is one of my strong points and it's actually gotten me to where I am, to the point where I can help other people. People know what I do. They've, Webinars I've actually like this for organizations I've conducted, and we connected and we networked. So, that is critical for you as far as career advancement. All right, so we are actually at the end of this. Um, I'm just going to put here, I know right now, a lot of you will probably come back. And again, guys, I am so sorry. Let me apologize for the technical difficulties I had. But I hope when I upload this and you see this and hit the replay, you can feel free to send me an email. I'm going to give you I probably should have put that next, but I'm going to give you my contact information. But what I really the reason I am doing this is really offer you something. What are your next steps? So as a career coach, if you don't know, feel free to read my profile on LinkedIn and go on my website. I'll have my website information. But what I'm doing right now, a special 1 hour is offering a 1 hour laser coaching session. I mean, we're going to cover everything. I'm going to give you strategies and I'm going to give you everything that you need. It's going to be packed. So come and be ready to work. And this is something I want to offer you to help you. We'll just reach out to me. I mean, I just want to help. Normally, my chart, what I normally do, my business is like an hourly, like 225. I'm cutting it in half for you. So, because I want to help you go to the next level or whatever the situation you may be in, displacement, you're looking for a career change. My network, I have over 80,000 people in my total network. So, I promise you it's well worth it. I mean, I just want to help you. And we're going to spend a whole entire hour just laser focus on what you're trying to do, what you want to do. And I'm telling you right now, as I state on my flyer, I'm about transformation. I'm not going to give you just information. So we're going to only spend 20% of the time about talking about information. The other 80% of the time, I'm going to give you strategies on what you need to do, who you need to contact. Everything that we can get in that hour, I'm going to give you everything that I know, everything that I know to help you go to the next level. Okay. So please, 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 this offer is going to expire March the 31st. Now what that means that you actually have to book your session by March the 31st, but you can book your session in June, next month, May, June, whenever, ever how my calendar, how far it goes out. But in order to get this rate, you need to book it by March the 31st. Okay. If you got any questions, this is my website, but let me go ahead and go onto the slide. This is what you need to do is send me an email. And we can go from there. You can connect through, send me an email, or you can go through my website as well so we can get you set up and get you going. I offer resume services as well, everything else, almost everything you can imagine as far as with career, I can help you with or connect you to the resources that you need. Okay. All right. Keep in touch with me. As well, this is my information. And like I said, I want to thank you guys for the ones who, the majority of you probably going to see this playback, but replay. So thank you. And I look forward to hearing from you. It is my passion to help you because like I stated in my promo video for this, I've been in your shoes. I understand exactly what you have gone through. And I'm gonna stop share here. I'm exactly what you have gone through. I was laid off in 2011 without a job for 10 months plus months. It didn't feel good, but I made it through. Um, And I finally landed a job in July of the follow of 2012. So thank you for attending this event, this webinar. Um, and it should be available. The replay should be available soon. And like I say, thank you so much. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. So please, please, please reach out to me. Send me an email so we can get started. Okay. All right. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.